let's talk about this Kurt Warner conversation. JC sent me this morning. I think somebody sent this to me on Twitter as well. Talking about, he just finished the Caleb Williams tape. This was from yesterday. And he thought it was pretty darn good.
Dang good.
That's what Kurt Warner dropping there. Saying that he graded the first half, really well. Said there was some bad plays in there, but overall he thought it was really good. Then he went on to talk about how in the second half, that he doesn't have time to do it for every QB, but overall Caleb had a really solid game. One caveat is a couple of the minuses that he graded out were big play misses, but it happens to every QB. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know more football than Kurt Warner. I absolutely don't. He's a Hall of Famer. He understands the game a billion times better than I ever will. Here is where I would say the concern comes in. It does happen to every QB where you have games where you miss the big plays. The problem for me is how many games is this of us talking about him missing the big play? That has to minimize. Now, this season, it's only one game. But last season, how many of the big throws that Caleb could have hit win you games? How many of the big throws that Caleb could have hit put you in a position, even with the terrible Luke Getsy, Shane Waldron, all of that. But he didn't get Luke Getsy. He got Shane Waldron. Even with how terrible all of that was, how many games from last season is there a throw or two that win you that game that Caleb Williams doesn't hit? Doesn't mean he doesn't still go down and drive you down in a position to put you in a position to win that game or actually put you up in the game to win that game. But you do have to talk about, as we start this, that this is something that has become, unfortunately, a common theme in Caleb's game to this point. Usually the games we lose, we talk about that throw was there, you got to hit that. That play was there, you got to hit that. And we lost a lot of games last year.
Yeah.
So that's the part for me where it's like, it's not that Kurt Warner's wrong. I look at the tape, what I see from Caleb Williams, I do see a good first half. I do see a quarterback that's comfortable. I do see a quarterback that that I think has made steps in the right direction in some areas. But I also see a quarterback that yet again missed the big play opportunities. And when you pair up the history of that we've seen to this point with this first game, I understand why Bears fans are looking at this and saying, yes, this is, this is a problem that has persisted. Because I'm sitting here saying, all the penalties, everything else that happened, right? Those are games that a guy like Joe Burrow wins. With that many opportunities, that's a game Joe Burrow puts away. That's a game that Mahomes, that Goff, that Allen, that Jackson put away.
Goff looks shaky. I don't know.
Well, Goff had been when he had Ben Johnson.
Oh, okay. All
Jared Goff wasn't missing them shots.
Yeah, I probably would put Jared in that category. He's way more accurate right now. Yeah, you're right.
And so those are the things for me where it's like, when you talk about Caleb Williams in the grand scheme of things with everything that we've seen, that conversation has been there. And so I can't just say, yeah, he missed a couple of those big ones. Because that's what we've been saying.
Yeah, I do love the overall evaluation. It does happen to every quarterback, which is why, with that statement being the end, kind of like the ending of what he's saying, that's why I want fans to kind of relax. But at the same time, be a little bit alarmed just because it has happened over the course of the past season and for this first game where we haven't really seen Caleb complete the comeback. We haven't really seen him finish completely, to bring the team to a win. Now, some of those were out of his hand, out of his control last year, but this type of game, you had all of the control to really kind of put this team away if you had actually completed some of the attempts that really were gimmies. And so I do like I almost said it
There it
too. Kirk
is.
Cousins, Kurt Warner's overall evaluation, because out of all the guys that you see on YouTube, whether it be JT O'Sullivan, can't remember the other guy, and then of course the old backup quarterback for the Bears, that's
Chase
been
Daniels.
Chase Daniel. I think good Lord, Kurt Warner. I'm gonna say it 3 times just so I can get it in my Kurt Warner. I feel like he is one of the guys that does not give you a pass very easily, and so that's why I kind of looked at this as a good thing. He is very critical of quarterback evaluation. There were a lot of times that he was very critical of Caleb last year and said that he had a piss poor game, when a lot of us thought as a fan, oh, he was dotted up. No, but at the end of the day, Kurt said no, he didn't get the job done. And so, can Caleb get the job done? You see his grading scale. I don't know if this is something that everybody does, but he has the plus plus, meaning making a play that not everyone makes. Of course, those are the Caleb Williams plays, the superhero plays. I'm sure one of them was the throw on the sideline to Roma Dunze. That's a play that you don't really see every quarterback make. I don't know if maybe the other one was to Roma Dunze, where he kind of did that look behind and then the flick in the middle of the field to Rome for the first down completion. Not sure what the other second one was. Then you had the plus, which means that's the right play for the quarterback. He had 12 of those in the first half. Now I'm wondering if the plus means, if that's the right play for the quarterback, does that mean that now that maybe symbolizes maybe doing the right thing, making the boring pass, getting the completion for the first down, not overlooking the check down. I wonder if that's what that means for Kurt Warner. Then you have the plus minus. It means missed something but made up for it with a positive. So he had one of those in the first half. Then you had 0. I guess that's even out where it says play out to his hands. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Play out to his hands. And then the negative, obviously, is the bad plays in some foreign. And so overall, he had a lot more bad plays in the second half. Overall, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was where it kind of went off the rails. But as he said, overall good game, solid game, and that's what you can build off of. Obviously, we want the win, but I love the critique and saying, hey, not everybody take a breather. We saw some really good things from this quarterback that we can kind of build off of. And again, it's up to the quarterback and the coach to now make adjustments so that Caleb can have more pluses and pluses.
Yeah, the 0 is basically nothing happened. Nothing. It wasn't a positive. It wasn't a negative. It turned into an incompletion that didn't impact it.
Oh, okay.
Plus is a good play. Plus is great timing, good play. Like you did everything you needed to do. And then the minus is a negative, and a plus minus or a minus negative would be your timing was good. The quarterback plus minus is timing is good. Play should have gone off without a hitch. Quarterback made a bad play. Minus plus is play breaks down. Quarterback turned it into something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So listen, like the first half, but we clearly can see that. First half much better than the second half. In the second half, there were a lot of struggles in that second half. But even with that, there are plays that I look at on that last drive where all of a sudden, Caleb gets it back that turn into, okay, if you can just find that for the remainder of this game, if that Caleb Williams can stay here for the rest of this game, we're moving in a much better direction. That's the part where we're talking about it in the beginning of this. Ben Johnson has to figure that out with Caleb. What is it that gets him to tick? What is it that gets him comfortable in quarters 2 and 3 and keeps him there, keeps him in that groove? Because I think that's the other thing too, right? Like the best quarterbacks don't just lose it. Mm-hmm. That's something that we have seen from Caleb Williams. It just, He's got it. Everything's rolling well. Everything's moving in the right direction. We also got over 200 in that chat. 200.
Appreciate
Good morning. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. 208 in the building. 71 likes on the video. Got a couple super chats as well.
Oh, what we got?
Yeah, I'll get to those in a second here.
Right.
But those are the things for me. When you look at Caleb Williams, where I understand the fans that say same old, same old. That's the part that Ben Johnson has to get out of Caleb Wood. That's where you got to get the most out of your players.
Yeah.
And listen, it didn't happen in game one. Big shock. New system, new quarterback center exchange, it didn't happen in game one. Yeah. Did I think it was going to be? Here's the thing. I didn't think it was going to be perfect in game one. I thought you would be good enough to overcome it because I didn't think Caleb Williams would just go out there and sail wide open 10-yard passes. I think that's the other thing too. A lot of people are talking about Caleb he missed this deep route. He missed it. He missed a wide open, very easy pass to DJ Moore that was right in front of him.
He's zipping the ball a little too much. I'm looking back at the tape. He needs to put less zip and just more touch on those balls over the middle. I feel like, yeah. I'm just gonna keep going. I feel like, oh boy, yeah, that was what. You shut up. You bring your face back over into the screen, Pat. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Anyway, what I was trying to say, it's grow up, guys. What I was trying to say is that he has to put a little bit more finesse on his passes. Put more finesse on his passes. He always has that fastball ready to go, and maybe sometimes he needs to put less power on his fastball. That's all I'm saying. All right, I'm done.
I will agree with you. He needs to have more touch on his passes.
Yes, not the other thing. All right.
Sweet baby Jesus. Hey, Steve-O, he didn't say anything wrong. Touch is the right term. That was crazy.
It's still crazy. I know it sounded crazy.
Samurai J with the super chase said, morning, I just came in to say the Dolphins losing to Danny Dimes. # fake tough. I'm a head out, though I saved these for the night shift. Shout out to you, Samurai J. Roddy B said, is it possible the hits he took last year are giving him happy feet? He took a lot of hits last year. Ain't that the risk you take getting a rookie kill? 100%. 100%. That plays into it as well. I think there's a lot of passes in that second half, like I talked about, where you just got to hang in there and the play becomes open.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? There's probably 4 or 5 passes where Caleb gets to the check down way too quick. There's probably 4 or 5 passes where it's just I'm fine with you going to the check down if you can make an accurate pass, but now they're playing the flats. Now they're playing up close to make sure that the check downs aren't there for you. So what does that mean? You got to hang in that pocket for a second. You got to see, okay, the one play for me in that first drive of the third quarter where Colston has the linebacker starts to fade back, but there's so much room between him and the DB who's standing next to him that if Caleb just hangs in there a half second longer on that read, he hits Colston so open that Colston probably could have took off down the field and got another 10 yards. Plays like that are the ones where that's comfortability. That's got to be learned behavior, and we're not there yet. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Become legendary. Said Caleb mechanics are awful. He throws the football all like he's pitching off a baseball mound. Yeah, some of those deep throws were the right leg is hanging up. That was some crazy stuff. It was
Jordan logo.
Yeah, I was like, who are you throwing that to?
Yeah.
It was hi.
Yeah.
I didn't get why he was I get putting your all into it, but that was literally putting your all into it.
Yeah.
DJ was wide open. You hit a fan in the crowd.
It's come on.
That was diabolical.